I work for Yum. Yum brands is Pizza Hut, KFC, and Taco Bell. We have over 700 stores in India right now, growing at about one new store every 2 days. So I think our agenda is to create shareholder value. And I believe in India, to be able to do that, you need to have an agenda that has both ambition, but also compassion. Both elements are important, ambition and compassion. And I think what you talked about, given the change in the environment and the unique challenges in India, I think one has to constantly innovate. And by innovation, I mean it is about doing different things and doing things differently till you're able to create an impact on ambition and compassion and create shareholder value. So I'll give you 3 specific areas how we think about doing different things and doing things differently or innovate. 3 areas. One is making our brands much stronger. Second, making our business model much stronger. And third, making a compassion agenda of giving back much stronger. I'll give you a few quick examples. So on the brands much stronger and innovating on the brands, I think it's about both listening to consumers, your existing consumers, and also not listening to your consumers. You want innovation through both lenses. I don't think you can innovate only by listening to consumers. You very often have to stop listening to consumers. So therefore, some examples of how we are strengthening our brands. KFC, we launched a vegetarian range of products. If you listen to our existing consumers, they tell us that is anathema, never do it. But we believe it strengthens the brand. We also launched rice bowl meals, etc., which have broadened the appeal of the brand considerably. Or say Taco Bell that we launched, which obviously we can't do beef as a meat block in India. So we've launched a whole vegetarian menu in Taco Bell. So making our brands stronger by making them more relevant to the local consumers, making them more affordable, I think is the first pillar. The second one is about strengthening your business model. So as a wise man once said that in India, you can never do with the best practice. You need the next practice because most of the things don't quite work in India. And I therefore believe that a business model in India is one in which in retail, we have to be used to having modest margins given the high cost pressures we have. And therefore, we need a very high asset velocity or high asset turnover. So the business models that we need to have in India have to have an element of innovation that can make the brand relevant across many day parts and different channels. So for example, for us, online e-commerce becomes very important. Home service, home delivery, breakfast, pre-lunch, lunch, post-lunch, dinner, post-dinner. We'd love our customers to even sleep in our stores if they can. So that's the business model innovation. And the third one is also to innovate on the compassion agenda, giving back. Because I think in India, it is extremely important not only to have the ambition piece, but also compassion and constantly innovate. So we have some important causes, like we have a big agenda is diversity, especially gender diversity. So we opened our first all-woman KFC in Darjeeling, with all basically employing only women employees in that particular store. We have diversity targets in terms of women employability in our stores, and also take up the cause of hearing and speech impaired in a big way. We have about 500 hearing and speech impaired employees, etc. So I think innovating to get better, to do things differently, do different things across the brand, business model, and the compassion agenda is the way in which we're approaching it.
And you've been extremely successful. Eddie, coming to